Do you need a little extra love in your life? I've got just the quilt for you. Hi, I'm Lisa Lund from Shadow Valley Quilts, and this is Starry Sweetheart. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this throw size quilt. The pattern also includes a baby size and a king size. So stay tuned. This one's a charmer. Here's my fabric pull for this quilt. I used fabrics from Benartek's Cotton Shot collection. I love that they have a little more interest than plain solids. They almost have a woven or linen look, but they're actually high quality quilting cotton. I'm using this gorgeous Benartek's wide width fabric for the backing. I think it's so pretty. I've got my pieces cut. It's just large and small squares plus some sashing and border strips. We need to make a whole bunch of hourglass blocks, which means we'll start by making half square triangles. We'll use the 8 at a time method, and we'll make them in 2 color combinations. First, we're going to use fabrics 1 and 3. Lay out the blocks right sides together and mark 2 diagonal lines from corner to corner on the wrong side of one of the blocks. Sew a 1/4 inch away from each line on both sides of the line. Then cut on each line. Now we have 4 triangles, and we're going to cut these triangles in half through the center. This gives us 8 half square triangles. Press the seam allowances toward the dark side, which here is fabric 3. We're not going to trim these HSTs right now. We're going to combine them into hourglass blocks first. Place 2 HSTs right sides together, alternating the colors and lining up and nesting the seams. You can feel with your finger when the seams are nested right up next to each other. Mark a line diagonally from corner to corner and sew a 1/4 inch away from the line on both sides of the line. Then cut on the marked line and press the seam allowances open. Now it's time to trim the hourglass block. It's important to keep the center of the block where the seams intersect centered. A square ruler with the diagonal lines marked is helpful here. This is a simple square quilting ruler that I sell in my shop. A rotating cutting board makes things a little easier. Now the pink HSTs are all ready. Aren't they pretty? I'm loving this fabric. Now I'm going to repeat this process and make the neutral colored HSTs. Place the fabric 4 and fabric 6 squares right sides together and mark the 2 diagonal lines. Then sew a 1/4 inch away from the lines. Cut on the lines and cut the resulting triangles in half, and then press the seam allowances to the dark side. Line up 2 half square triangles right sides together, nesting the seams and alternating the fabrics, just like before. Mark 1 diagonal line from corner to corner. And then sew a 1/4 inch away on both sides of the line. Cut on the line and press the seam allowances open. Then trim all the HSTs to size just as you did before. Now all our HSTs are finished and the rest of the quilt will be a piece of cake. We'll use all these HSTs plus our fabric squares of the same size to create the Ohio Star blocks. For the throw, we need 10 different colorations of our Ohio Stars. Ohio Stars are simply a 9-patch block using 5 fabric squares and 4 hourglass blocks. We're going to assemble them in rows first, pressing the seam allowances away from the hourglass blocks. Then We'll sew the rows to each other, nesting the seams. Then we'll press the final seams open. All 10 Ohio Star blocks will be assembled the same way. We'll just use a different color combination of fabrics and hourglass blocks. We're going to need a total of 49 blocks. In 10 different color combinations. Once they're all done, we're going to lay them out according to the diagram in the pattern to form a heart shape. Now we need to add the sashing. So we're going to work on one column at a time. We're going to sew the short sashing pieces in between the quilt blocks, connecting the blocks into a column. Be mindful about how your blocks are oriented because it's easy to sew a block in wrong, as I did there, but it's an easy fix if you catch it at this point. We don't sew a sashing piece before the first piece or after the last piece. We'll just sew them in between the pieces. Press the seam allowances toward the sashing. Once all your columns are finished, it's time to sew them together, along with the long sashing strips. First, we need to sew all the long sashing strips, that's hard to say, together, end to end, and press the seam allowances open. You can cut all the long sashing strips in advance, but I like to cut them individually by measuring them against the quilt. Pin the sashing to one side of the quilt block column and cut it to length. Sew a sashing strip to one side of all the columns except the last one. Press the seam allowances toward the sashing. Now it's time to sew the columns together. Our eyes will see all the short sashing strips as one continual line, and any major deviation will be jarring. So we're going to do our best to line up the sashing strips as we sew the columns together. Match up the sashings and pin them carefully before sewing. Then double check to make sure everything looks fairly accurate before you press it. This will go a long way toward a professional looking quilt. Don't worry about perfection, but the closer you can line up these thin shoestring sashings, the better the effect will be. Sew all the columns together and press all the seam allowances toward the sashings. Now all we need is the border. Sew the border strips together end to end and press the seam allowances open. Just as we did with the sashings, we're going to pin the border to the side of the quilt and trim to length. Sew the border to both sides of the quilt first. Then press the seam allowances toward the border. Then repeat this process and attach the borders to the top and bottom of the quilt. And press the seam allowances toward the borders again. The quilt top is now finished. Quilt and bind it however you like for a beautiful finished quilt. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial of Starry Sweetheart. If you have any questions or comments for me, drop me a note in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to make your own Starry Sweetheart quilt, you can pick up the pattern at shadowvalleyquilts.com. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.